Welcome back to our channel. So today I am going to talk about how do you go about working on the complex scenarios that you get in the exam, especially at the P level. And I'm going to keep SBL as the base, because obviously if you are able to do SBL, then the other P level papers where you are now supposed to show professional skills does get covered to a great extent, right? So the first thing that I want you to understand, that at P level the examiner is looking at you are using the scenario as much as possible, and B, you're not regurgitating. That means you're not doing any kind of rote learned concepts or rote learned lines and being put in just for the sake of elaborating or extending your answer. That will mean that you will lose marks, right? So while putting stuff in there, you should be okay. Why? If it's an extra, but you may end up losing your professional marks, right? So remember, the professional marks are kind of negative marks, right? So if you write your answer and you've done everything, you should get your marks, including your 20 odd marks professional. But if you're not following the requirement, let's say if it's communication, there needs to be the right format, there needs to be clarity, there needs to be prioritization of the points. You just can't write the most important point at the end of your report. It needs to be right at the top. So if you are doing an SBL paper, make sure that your communication skills are exhibiting these. Anyways, coming back to what are we going to do when we are going to face these scenario based questions. Very important, something that every single report the examiners will call out is that read the requirement. We unfortunately have a habit of reading the requirements far too quickly and missing out the most important aspects there. So read the requirement fully, right? Try and break the requirement, because when you look at the whole requirement at one go, and this happens to most of us, including my students in the class, they will feel a little lost that how do we go about writing the answer. But when you start breaking the answer, right, that is when you will be able to figure out what should be your strategy. Therefore, if there are, there is a 2-3 line worth of a requirement, see what is your first requirement, what is your second requirement, what is your third requirement, and then comes the third part, which is your planning of the answer. If you know really well the first part of the answer, and if let's say it is 15 marks, right, see if you can make sure you can spread 5, 5, 5. But if you think you do not know really the middle part well, at least ensure you put 6-7 points in the first one, so that you can maybe put only 3 points in the second one and 6 points in the last one. Because at the end of the day, if it's 15 marks, the examiner is looking for 15 good points. Now, what do we mean by 15 good points is that you need to use a model here, right? Now, what do we mean by model? The model here is, and again I'm quoting the model from one of very acclaimed SBL gurus, right? So it's not my original, is that you have to use the C model, which is state, explain and apply. Now when I say state and explain, it is largely the same thing, because you pick up a fact that has been given to you in this scenario. Let's say the company is doing extremely well, right? Now you just pick up that fact and you explain what do you mean by doing well. So the company is now in 10 countries with 20,000 employees, has hundreds and thousands of distribution partners and revenues, infrastructure, etc. So you've explained what do you mean by the company is doing well, right? So you've stated and explained. Now this is your 1 point, by the way, right? So you get your 1 mark here. The second mark will come by applying this to the scenario, because if you keep only stating the facts, you will not get the whole 2 marks assigned to that fact, right? So make sure that you take the fact, you explain the fact, and then you apply it to the scenario. Why do you think that by companies, global presence, thousands of employees, huge distribution network, how will this help the company grow in the new country, in a new city, for a new product, right? This is extremely important, guys, because SBL, like most of your professional level papers, can be super time consuming, and you may lose sight of time and you may not be able to complete the paper. Therefore, as long as you're using the C model, you've put in the fact, explained it, got your 1 mark, use your conceptual knowledge and apply it to the scenario, and you get your next 2 marks. So for a 15 marks, right? So here comes the exam, golden exam tip, right? Because everyone asks how long, how much to write. For your 15 marks, you are looking at 8 very good SEE adopted model paragraphs, right? Now, what do I mean a paragraph? Now, there is no limit to how many lines. So always keep, because if you not watched my exam tips video, I would urge you to do that. But please make sure that you are timing your answer. So in your time allocated, you need to make sure that you are able to bring out these 8 very valid points. I usually suggest my students, you put something in the start, you set the context, and then you try and conclude your answers. This is a requirement for sure in the communication answers, especially the report answers, where you have to have your introduction, you have to have your conclusion. Like in the case of evaluation, they will ask you for recommendation. But I would usually suggest that there's no harm in putting some context at the start and concluding your answer. So that is how you go about, figuring out what you write in your long, complex questions. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you still have any questions, feel free to put your comments in, and I will try my level best to help you out. On that note, all the very best, and thank you so much.